Hey guys, I am playing Shantae, and this is made by WayForward. It came out in 2002. It's for the Game Boy Color, and I fucking love this game. I've been meaning to actually let's play this game because I don't know, I don't see a lot out there, and I think it's more deserving of because people know what Shantae is thanks to their successful Kickstarter and other games, but this is actually where it comes from. So, yeah, this is the title screen. And I actually don't unlike my last actual big Let's Play was Cave Story, which I know really well, but I don't really know this game very well. I beat it once, so let's do this. And the pixel art in this game is fucking gorgeous, and I'm sure you'll notice fast. Damn. This is our little plot. What? Not another pirate attack. I'd better warn Scuttletown. There she is. Okay. I guess that's fine. So basically I can run and jump, and my attack is swinging my hair. It's actually kind of weird in this. Well, it's not weird. I guess it makes sense, but the only way. Yeah, it may take some damage here because it's kind of annoying. The only way to run is to hold the attack button. If you don't, you walk at like a fucking snail's pace. But actually, walking in this game is sort of useful at times, so I can't say that. In the other games, it's not really. So they kind of they mapped it to just kind of like a toggle on and off. So. Boom. Uh-oh. Yeah, and I am playing this in an emulator. If it isn't obvious. This game is actually extremely hard to get. Like, it's expensive as fuck, but I actually own it, thanks to a friend, so I am pretty thankful for that. But, man, it is expensive. So, you're behind this attack. Risky Boots, the lady pirate. In the flesh. Sorry about your shack, darling. I thought you were a guardian genie. It's kind of moving kind of slow. It's hard to read. Not some scrawny kid. Well, no matter. Got a haul booty. Yeah, that's the antagonist. It isn't obvious enough. Ooh, she's up to no good. That's for sure. Gotta keep as Scuttletown's genie. I better stop her. Yeah, she's like this town's guardian genie, I guess. I guess that's a thing. So, yeah, basically, also, by the way, if I sound like I'm, sick or something, it's because I kind of am. I sort of have a cold, so my voice might be it's recovering. I was actually going to record this before, but I realized my voice was a little too fucked up to record this, so, yeah, so this is actually kind of more of the game. It's sort of the side-scrolling Metroid-y, I guess. It's not really once I get more into it, you'll understand what kind of game it is. It's sort of Metroid-y, but not really. It's got a big overworld, but nothing I'd say it's more like a 2D Zelda game, like a fucking, I don't even know. It follows a lot of tropes like that. But yeah, no, her animations are so fucking cute. So you got her run and her jump, and I love her squat animation. Also, well, I'll show that off when I have to, but you can dance in this game, so let's see. Shit. We're just protecting the town at the moment, so this is just a little play-out opening part. It's kind of coming back to me what's going to be happening right after this, so I won't be too lost, at least in the beginning. Yeah, I love the Game Boy Color noises this game has. And, it's funny because, this game doesn't get a lot talked about it, even after the whole Shantae, everyone should play Shantae, the new ones and stuff. For some reason, this one's definitely still the black sheep. I think mainly because it's hard to get and people forget it exists. I've talked to many people that have even played the newer ones, the Pirate's Curse, which is the newest one on the 3DS and the Steam and stuff. And I'm like, oh yeah, I love Shantae, I love the original one, and they're like, oh yeah, which one's that? And I'm like, oh, for the Game Boy Color. And they're like, there was a Shantae game for the Game Boy Color? And I was like, yeah, that's the first one came from. And, I mean, I guess it's whatever, like, it's understandable if you don't know where it is, because it's, I mean, it's not as popular, but, it is a good game, I think. I think it's worth playing. There are some issues, and, I think I'll mention them as I get to them, because if you can't tell, this game is on a Game Boy Color, so, its screen size is kind of tiny, and I don't feel like they didn't really compensate for that very well. Also, I have a half a heart, I gotta be careful. This game is pretty rough, too. One thing I can immediately say as a criticism is it has lives. I'm not a big fan of lives in video games, like especially games like this. Also, can we just talk about this? Look at the color change. We're talking about Game Boy Color here. This is an 8-bit console, and they just beautifully transitioned to colors like that. That was amazing. What was I gonna say? Yeah, basically, for some reason they added lives. Like, you have health, it's fine, and like, you do when you die, whatever, you lose a life. So, like, I don't know, the whole lives, you just go back to a save point when you get when you run out of lives, but like, they could have easily gave you more health and just drop the lives thing altogether. It's just kind of annoying because it sends you back to a spot. Let's just say and also there are 1 kills, like there are like spikes. So, personal opinion, not very good idea. Obviously, it's too late to fix it, but I'm glad that the sequels don't have that. So, you have a good amount of hearts, you do a good amount of damage, things don't kill you in like 2 seconds, and when you lose, you lose. So these guys are being crooks and taking something from this house. Oh no. Mimic. Hey old man. Are you okay? Moan. Look what those tinker bats did to my workshop. I've got to stop them before they escape with my steam engine. Steam engine? What's a steam engine? I'll explain later. Right now, we have to get back. You stay put. I'll handle this. So obviously this game takes place at a time where steam engines weren't a thing. He just created the first steam engine. Did you know that? The old guy from Shantae created the first steam engine. Yeah, these things break if you squat them. This game's plot is just pretty simple. There's nothing like really going on. It's kind of just like, oh man, I think Risky Boots is trying to steal that steam engine. At the moment, that's all there is. And this is not real right now. Like, this is just like when you get to a certain point, it changes. But there is a day and night cycle in this game, and the colors do change like that, and it's very impressive for a fucking Game Boy Color game. And oh yeah, I never really explained this either. So, little background about this game. This game came out in 2002. I don't know if you heard me say that in the beginning, but this is a Game Boy Color game, and if anyone knows their like video game dates, Game Boy Advance came out in 2001. Like, the Game Boy Color was pretty obsolete pretty fast. Like, I don't think this is one of the last games for the Game Boy Color. Like, definitely one of the last games, and as a result, didn't sell well. But as a result, also, it wasn't like a first name game. Like, I think like a Tony Hawk game came out in 2002 also for the Game Boy Color, but like that one would have sold. This one wouldn't have. It was a new IP and no one cared. Even though it did well critically, people who did review it were like, yeah, this is amazing. It's pretty impressive for an 8-bit game. I mean, maybe it's not impressive for 2002, but basically, she's trying to take over the ocean or something. Queen of the Seven Seas, and anyone who opposes me will be crushed flat. Men, spank that one extra hard for mommy. Jesus. But yeah, basically, that's why it's kind of rare. Also, I'm getting fucked. Basically, this boss fight part's easy. You just gotta dodge the things and be not shitty. Oh wow. They do something like with the bouncing things a lot in these games. Whoa. Here comes the second part. See, I like this game's boss fights. Also, this boss fight music's amazing, by the way. Just gotta be careful with your jumps here, and I'm not gonna get hurt. Getting hurt's for babies. Also, this game controls really well. That's something a lot of people, I don't think, given this game specifically, enough credit for. That was one of the first things I said. Like, for how good the animation is, the game controls really slick, at least in my opinion. There's a lot of weight to Shantae, and it feels really good. I went easy on you this time, but next time I'll be steam-powered and unstoppable. Ho ho ho. Goodbye, Risky. Says beginning of like the prologue, basically. There's the mayor. Good job, Shantae. You certainly made short work of those bandits. Hiring a town genie was a dandy idea indeed. Maybe it's time I told them I'm only a half genie. Then Scuttletown could get a real guardian genie to protect them. How to let things get so screwed up? She's only half genie. Shantae, what happened? Where's my steam engine? I'm sorry, Mimic. Risky got away with it, the steam engine. And now she's going to use it to destroy Scuttletown. Ooh, if only I was a real genie. Then I'd show that Risky a thing or two. I'm afraid it will take more than genie magic this time. Let me explain from the beginning. Backstory. It's all started on my last dig, when I unearthed an ancient vault. Hidden inside was a diagram of a strange... what was it? Wait, I missed that word. Here's how the things work. Steel chamber full of water. It's heated, like so. The water becomes steam, blasting at the top. Yeah, that's how a steam engine works. Congratulations. Excuse me. Alright. Still a chance to get it back. Visit the save room before you leave town. Oh, do I have to go backwards? Okay, it's gone the wrong way. But yeah, now the game starts, and this is how the towns work. You can like go around, and it has this nice little thing. I think it looks kind of cool. It's a circle. So we're gonna go to the save room. Hello, Shantae. Would you like me to save your records of your travels? Yeah. Cool. So, I'm gonna explore the town a little bit. So we have an item shop. What can I do for you? And, oops, shit. There are things you can buy besides, like, this is just a health pot, 2 health pots, 3 health pots, whatever. Cream will let you walk on things. P-ball and storm are items, so like, they're just, oops, yeah, I didn't want to buy that. Okay. So that's all I can really get right now. Those are all just temporary items, but there are like moves and shit you can buy later, so I thought you could buy them from the beginning, but whatever. You get gems from enemies if you didn't notice, and you can do that whole thing. You can dance for money, but it's kind of annoying. I don't think I'm probably not gonna do that. I might do it to show it off, but I'm not very good at it, so it never seemed to be worth it. So yeah. Hi, Shantae. This is the place to revive those aching muscles and soar your worries away. Yeah, buddy. Hot spring. Yay. Yeah, the little 8-bit sprites are all like busty and funny looking. They like their titties bounce whenever they little 8-bit boobs. It's funny. So we got the that's the town gates or whatever. And yeah, that's about it here. Oh yeah, there's warp squids or whatever, which are what was I gonna say? Basically, you have to find a certain amount of squids around, and you can warp to different places. I'm sure it'll be, it'll be prevalent when I actually do it. Let's get the fuck out of here. So I don't know how many towns are in the game. I can't remember, but basically, it's I mean, it's obviously 2D, but the map is one big circle. So, oh, jeez, I forgot they did that. That was surprising, actually. And enemies and shit get harder at night, so I like to get as fucking far as I can before it's nighttime, because nighttime fucking sucks. I thought that was an item for a second. I was like, wait, the fuck's up there? Ugh. And soon enough you'll know where like the Metroid-y kind of stuff comes out of. Also, these enemies are fucking annoying. Yeah, you kind of get bombarded by enemies, you see, it's kind of annoying. I love how far those guys bounce. Oops. I was just gonna say. But yeah, no, this game's fun. I'm gonna get to the next little area and probably stop this part, but because I probably don't want them to be over 20 minutes, so this one's not that close. We got a few minutes. Whew. I'm gonna skip some of these guys. This is a waste of my time. Yeah, the spawn like distance on these enemies are pretty far. It's impressive. Yeah, you can tell the inspiration comes from like kind of oh shit. It's interesting because this game is technically like 8-bit, like not like, you know, remade to be 8-bit. But it might be one of like the first 8-bit games to actually be inspired by other 8-bit games to be like, this is a revival of the classics. But like the classics were still also, it's interesting, like obviously this is like very much harkening back to NES adventure games. I would say it's a little bit less like obvious than maybe like the retro revivals these days, but like, you know, it still has very like links to like Zelda games and shit, but it's still really 8-bit. Like, it's still not like fake 8-bit. Like, it's not something that came out like a few years ago that's like harkening back. It's like this game was restricted by like its hardware. Yeah, now it's nighttime. These enemies aren't the nighttime enemies, but they are annoying. I didn't realize these enemies were in this game. These enemies are like in every other Shantae game. Ugh. Ah, ah. God. I feel like if he gets out of bounds, he'll like reset his health, and I don't want him to do that. Dun, 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 dun. Music in this game is fucking amazing, by the way. It's made by that the guy Jake Kaufman, or Vert. He does a lot of video game music these days. He's like a guy that like they'll like advertise on a Kickstarter, being like, he's doing the music, and everyone's like, shit, crazy awesome. He did the music for Shovel Knight. So if you know any of those songs. This is one of his earlier games, and I think it's so well done. This is easily one of my favorite Shantae soundtracks, just because of like it's an impressive 8-bit soundtrack. Oh, I did. And like, yeah, and so you get pushed all the way back. Like, I feel like it's punishment enough that you're getting fucking like shoved back to the beginning of the area, and then I have to have fucking lives on top of it. I think it sounds good for 8-bit. I think it sounds very like Arabian, and you know, sounds cool and like stylistic for like a Game Boy Color. That's really impressive. And Game Boy Color has some fucking awesome music. There's some Game Boy Color games I really like the music in. Even like fucking the Pokemon games, the Game Boy Color ones are really good music wise. I'm pretty sure you slide down those things. Yeah. Surprisingly enough, this runs pretty well on a Game Boy Color too. There's some slowdown every once in a while, but like in these areas especially, I'm like surprised, but it runs really well. God, those bullets are like infinite. Damn, I really wish enemies didn't hurt you on impact. Hard enough to dodge their stupid bullets that go everywhere. Well, I understand some enemies, but those enemies I do not understand. For some reason, I don't really see any harder enemies right now at night. Maybe only certain areas have the harder enemies. And what do you know, it's daytime. I don't know how long the day and night cycles are, but they're there. Oh shit. You know, I might have made a little bit of an issue there, but... Okay, hello Shantae. Would you like me to save your travels? Any previous information will be forgotten, okay? Yep. And okay, I think we'll call it quits for now, but I will be back to play more Shantae, so see you then.